Today's the day.
Your rage betrayal. We about to see what's going on with the your rage situation. I ain't heard nothing about it. I seen the thumbnail. I was like, we going straight get into it. Like it.
Today's the day I found out my best friend of 25 years has been stealing from me. 50 bands minimum. My dog would have did anything for this gang. When he got locked up, who was there for you?
Hold on.
I found out my best friend of 25 years
Hold
has
on,
been
gang.
stealing from me.
I don't know if y'all can quite see Buddy Pump knotted up. Why is he in his underwear? I don't know. He probably just woke him up. But Buddy's knotted up. And there's a reason he's knotted up. And yeah. But Buddy's knotted up. Look like he's sweating a little bit. They got into a tussle.
50 bands minimum. My dog would have did anything for this gang. When he got locked up, who was there for you? You. When you was homeless, who was there for you? You. Whose house have you been living in for a year, gang? Yours, bro. So what
I'm dressed for a funeral, sad as it is to say. Our favorite creators have always had people that have been family members or childhood friends that have been considered as family members closely camera in a dream. They were there for you when nobody believed in you. But what happens when they take advantage of that kindness and stop seeing that relationship as some sort of brother or family member and start to see it as something that can be benefited from financially? YOURRAGE's best friend of 25 years.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Remember who not only was around, bro. Remember who's there. Remember who's the one like, yo, you ain't been posting. You ain't been streaming. What's going on? Having that burnout? What you need help with? Like, you know what I mean? Remember them people. Remember the ones who stay, hey, I want to be a moderator, I want to blah, 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 and they stay consistent. Because they can be doing else, you know, they can be doing something else with their time. But they here for your stuff. Remember.
Mind you, Rage is just like 30 years old or something like that, was exposed on the internet for taking advantage of him for financial gain while Rage was providing housing, jobs, money, and other opportunities.
He bruised up.
Supporting him at his lowest moment. So the real story isn't just about the money that was allegedly stolen. It's about how streamer YOURRAGE has built something so successful that he can build something that he can take care of people who he's loved, only to learn that love and loyalty is not returned. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to go a long, long way for the channel. Be a part of my journey. Take care of me so I can take care of you. Just don't snake me in the end. Now, back into the video. Coming to the internet in a shaky voice and eyes watering as if he was just cutting onions, YOURRAGE exposed his friend, his brother, and a part of the community. This didn't feel like normal streamer drama. This felt like betrayal happening in real life.
Yeah, it's real life.
This wasn't in anybody. This wasn't some manager or some cameraman that he had hired down the line. This was somebody who had put in 25 years of Rage's 30 years of living. I keep
check in.
28. Really, he's turning 29 this year, but that's most of his life. This is somebody who saw the ups and downs of Rage, and Rage saw the ups and downs of him. This is somebody who the YRG community saw because, like I stated earlier in the video, streamers have close connections with their friends and their families. When they're starting in this game, they bring up usually the people who they came up with because nobody knows what they're doing. They're just kind of figuring this out. So it's tough to really see somebody that was close to him in this fashion really betray him and snake him like he did.
I've met him. I never would have thought he was like this. And the thing is, now it's unfortunate, bro. Now,
all right, it's crazy that they got mans in a McDonald's outfit, bro. Because this is not the actual. This can't be the actual photo. But the fact they got the collar around his neck and everything. All right, never mind. I see that as Photoshop. But it's crazy. That's crazy.
That boy Rage really gotta like look out. You know, because now you got to think about it, man. This individual has nothing else to live for. This nigga don't got no job. I mean, depending on how much money he actually took, this man ain't got no money saved up. You know what I'm saying? This nigga truly has nothing to live for right now. And I'm saying in the aspect of like, for Josh's safety. Bro, it's like, you could have asked for like a job. You could have asked for like, bro, listen, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me be like something. Like, put me on to like working. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this goes for somebody in the chat. One of y'all chilling with y'all rich homies. Bro, ask for a job, gang. There's no point in stealing. Stop skimming off the top. Cause I'm telling you, this shit happens more than you think.
And I agree with what Dean the Great just said there. You can never expect somebody in this position to do this exact same thing. But he made a statement in a comment saying that he could have just asked for a job. He could have just asked for an opportunity. He could have asked him for some money. But truly and honestly speaking, that's not how envy, that's not how jealousy works in these situations. I don't want to overanalyze, but I think we've all been through situations in which we've known somebody, had a friend be jealous of us or somebody that we knew. And for what it's worth, if you did not have that situation, you were probably the jealous one. But it's kind of hard sitting back and seeing success of others while you are maybe not even struggling, but not having the success that they're having. And you want to fast track all those things. And I think that's exactly what happened in this whole Greg situation. And I know what some people are already thinking, $50,000 is a lot of money. And for what it's worth, it is a ton of money. But honestly, and ultimately at the end of the day, I don't even think it's about the money. The money part isn't what's hitting the hardest right now. Money can come and go. What YOURRAGE lost in this situation will come back to him tenfold and in a fast way. The painful part is that he gave Greg more than just money. He gave him an ear. He gave him a home. He gave him food. He gave him love, all those things. And you can't get those things back, especially after finding out that you were manipulated and taken advantage of. Sometimes you give people everything and they still want to take more. This is why YOURRAGE sounds so hurt in this situation. He's not just saying this person stole from me. He's saying, hey, I carried this person through some of the hardest parts of their life and he still betrayed me. Still betrayed me. The situation. But I'm going to be honest with you. The real damage was the broken loyalty. Because when somebody this close to you betrays you, it makes you question everyone and everything around you in every facet of this relationship. You know what's really probably messed up in this whole thing is that I know for a fact, based off of how close they were and just how streamers operate, there was probably a level of, let's just say, looseness to how they probably dealt with each other anyway, specifically in the financial realm. What I'm trying to say is that Rage probably just gave him his card. And that's kind of verified in one of the portions of the video where Greg tries to use that as some sort of excuse.
Whose house have you been living in for?
He gave him his card. Nah, bro. Nah. You're not getting the card, bro. Nope. Nope. Don't trust nobody with my cards. Because, like, at the end of the day, bro, they take something and then you try to call your bank or whatever. And they're like, hey, it seems like you authorized whatever, such and such. It comes back to you. But you know, you and that person that had your card know who was dealing, and you know that you didn't use your card. It was that person, but you allowed them to use your card. You get what I'm saying? You allowed them to have your VIN number. You allowed them to have, I said VIN number as it's a car. But anyway, you get what I'm saying? You allowed them to have your banking information, your card, etc. Right? So now we ain't gonna even play them games, but you know exactly who used it because you're not just sharing it with just blah 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 blah. It's you and this like this person has your card. You know, as this person, anything pop up, you can go and ask them, and you know exactly who took from you, who didn't. But it's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, bro. Don't do that.
For a year, gang.
Yours, bro.
So what the fuck?
You gave me the card, bro. You gave me the card, gang.
And did what? Wait. When did I give you the card?
Is his mouth bleeding?
No, you didn't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Yeah, he did give Greg
Check
his card. I
in.
know people are probably questioning that, but that just shows how locked in Greg and YOURRAGE were. But that does not mean that you just take advantage of this. I gave you my card just in case we needed to go to the store because we were out of mustard, or you wanted to buy some cheese, or hell, it was even your birthday and you wanted to go buy some shoes. Not run up a bill that was at the bare minimum $50,000.
That's crazy.
Makes sense. That is not.
That's crazy.
Giving you my card, and I'm glad that Greg caught himself before it really got ugly and YOURRAGE exposed the nonsense and BS that he was about to speak. And so now you've got to ask yourself, somebody like this who would take advantage of me in this situation, was this person really my brother, or was this person just getting close enough to me to benefit off of what I had going on?
Oh, people get close enough to benefit off
He
you.
was grieving the fact that 25 years worth of loyalty, that's from the sandbox, ladies and gentlemen, is just gone out the way. What made this situation even more uncomfortable is that in front of him, Greg is standing. That's somewhere off in a distance. He's having to face the music in real time.
You gave me the card, gang.
And did what?
He bleeding. His mouth bleeding, chat.
What did I give you the card for?
No, you didn't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Gang,
You told me.
you stand right there, bro. I don't want you in nothing. You don't what? I
Rage
don't
is
see you
mad.
again, gang, ever again in my life. I swear to God. I see you again, and I'm I will. I'm doing you a fucking favor right now, nigga. I don't ever want to see you again, my nigga. Get the fuck out. Get on. Dead ass. Get on. I don't want to hear nothing.
Of course, your rage looks disheveled and distraught because his friend just snaked.
Dang,
Greg looks. I don't know. Is he in his underwear? Does he have on some lip balm? He needs some lip balm so bad. And I'm not saying this to really poke fun or prod at the situation, but I think it just shows the gravity of the actual situation. Rage looks hurt as hell. Greg looks ashamed, and rightfully so. And this is why I have trouble with these things being on the internet.
Bro, gang, he don't look just hurt as hell. He look beat up. And that looked like a one-on-one fight. I don't think Rage got it, woke his bodyguards up to get him. I think Rage got him. Like, bro, you're gonna have to, like, we're gonna fight. You're gonna have to fight back, or I'm gonna just pap you out. Like, it ain't none in between. You're either getting papped without defending, or you're just we gonna fight it out, and you could be a winner. You could win this fight. I'm gonna give you that choice. That's crazy.
Now, of course, I think it could have and should have been spoken on the fact that Greg did steal from him. He's a big part of the community, so not seeing him going forward would have YRG asking a bunch of questions, naturally speaking. But also, based off of these clips that I'm watching, this is like a lose-lose situation. The whole video has this uncomfortable feeling. Rage may have exposed him, but he doesn't look relieved in the slightest. It looked like someone who had finally accepted that the person that he loved is betraying him. Because don't get it twisted. I'm almost 1,000% certain as well that there was chances and chances given, and Greg took those chances over and over again and still took advantage of them. I don't think it was just one day that it popped up that Greg had stole $50,000 from YOURRAGE at bare minimum. There were probably signs here. There were probably signs there.
Yep.
But all of a sudden, it just became so undeniable that it had to be called out. I think this is why the clip hit so hard for so many people. It didn't feel like Rage was trying to farm any sort of content. It felt like Rage was trying to process a betrayal in real time. This didn't feel like Rage was trying to destroy Greg, for what it's worth. It felt like Rage realizing that Greg had already destroyed them in their relationship. And I think this is where the story becomes bigger, because there is a problem that a lot of these successful streamers face when they get to this level.
You know, in life, man, if you are blessed enough to be able to provide people with opportunities and comfort, a lot of people gonna be willing to take. It's in their selfish human nature. But you would hope that it's at least reciprocated with loyalty, love, whatever else, you know? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't even feel sorry for a nigga, bro. Because it's like, I think it's in us. It's like, I think it's within humans to just see somebody crying like this and then to feel bad for them. But like, stealing money is like a choice, man. You know? Backdooring your mans is a choice, bro.
It's a choice.
You live in free, you get mad opportunities.
I want to put people in the mind.
And it's crazy because, like, me personally, I don't even ask for love for real, bro. Like, love would be nice, but, like, I ask loyalty, bro. You got my back, and I know you got my back. We can ride into the sunset, because at the end of the day, bro, I might, and it goes, like, with any relationship, I might make a decision that you might not be down for, but it could still very well benefit you. And you know I go 10 toes for you. So, like, when it's somebody who don't show the signs of loyalty and the way I love, nobody's gonna love the exact way you love. The 100% exact way you love or show loyalty. But if it's similar, you gotta rock with that person, because at the end of the day, that is very, very hard to find these days. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, and then just in general, right? Anybody with common sense, it's like, stealing money from somebody you're close with is crazy. But if your views change on this person, or you were never for this person in the beginning, then that explains it either way. Because either you was rocking with this person until you might have seen their bank account or their situation, they bought a new car that y'all could never afford back in the day, and now you're like, and your ideas change, and you're like, my friend is the lick, which is backdooring. Or you was snaking the whole time, and you just really, but the thing is, like, sandbox, and then you actually saw potential, so you knew that this person can get big, which in fact, knowing that you're friends with them, it's not an automatic, but if you one of the very specific chosen ones to go up with them, You saw that whole process, what they had to go through and everything to get where they are, and you planned the snake the whole time. You planned the snake the whole time. You never really liked this person. You saw the potential in them and you rode it. You rode the coattails. But hey, it comes back to bite. That's why I don't ever trip on people. I don't never trip on people. I'll put my, like, if I fuck with you, I'll put my full trust into you. Because at the end of the day, if you genuine or not, that shit gonna come out. I don't care how long you try to fake the funk. Something's gonna slip up, come out, and then I know. And then right there, then and there, I get my option. Instead of you being upfront and truthful and honest, to give me the option right then and there. When it comes time and I find out what truly is what it is, my option's right there. And there's nothing you can do about it. I don't care how hard you fight for it or not. Because at the end of the day, you could have gave me the option up front. You didn't. Word. And that's how you rock it.
Of a streamer / content creator. You're young, you usually start off with like a PlayStation 5 or some blue snowball Yeti microphone. You start making videos, streaming, doing content. And then seemingly overnight, even though there were years put into this, you are all of a sudden making tons of money. Like literally the switch can flip. And it's not like these people are any sort of business savvy, professionally minded individuals. These are just people who are doing things for fun. And then the money started flowing in. The opportunity started flowing in. And some of the first thoughts is, hey, I want my friends to come along the journey with me. I want this person to be put on, that person to be put on, X, Y, and Z. And for what it's worth, life is hectic. You're going from left, right, up, and down. You haven't filed your taxes in 2 to 3 years. You don't even have a business bank account. There's been so many streamers and content creators that I've worked with that are doing everything out of like Cash App or Chime, literally getting sent tens of thousands of dollars on a monthly basis from like Google to a Chime account. No disrespect to Chime, but at some point you got to get an actual bank. And as a content creator, you just don't get comfortable in the chaos, but the people around you get comfortable in the chaos. Hey, this person isn't at home because they're at this award show, that award show, this award show, so I can take advantage of the car here and there. Or, hey, this person now has 2 or 3 business accounts and, you know, they're making $100,000 a month. So what is $600 going to look like missing from their account? If I start wearing their shoes, if I start wearing their clothes, if I start using their name in the streets saying that, you know, I do this, that, and the third and the fourth, maybe I use their secondary apartment because they're in Atlanta for 2 months. Blase, blase, blah. The creator may not mind because they feel like, hey, I take care of you. All I expect back is loyalty, respect, and love. But people have to realize that money changes relationships. Same person you see as family might start seeing you as access. The same help and generosity that you give to others, they might start feeling entitled to.
Yo, greed is like an insane thing, bro. Shit like this is scary, bro. Especially like seeing, like being around them. He was mad cool, dude. He was like super chill. And he fucking was taking money, bro. That shit's scary. Like, cause this is the thing, chat, and I understand it too. Cause you're like, it's probably like, yo, how does he not know this? How does he not know this? When you are doing so much shit and you are handling so much shit and you are like the bread maker and you trust somebody to like handle the things that you can't really do right now, you're not gonna be checking your account to make sure like, okay, so they not just taking some shit like and pocketing it and shit if I tell them to go do a little store run or some shit like that. You're just like, okay, I can trust this person. Like they're gonna do what needs to be done and like I'm gonna take care of them for doing that. So it's like, yo, to be blindsided like this, I know that pissed him off when he said, bro, you gave me the card. Yeah, not to fucking siphon money.
And once someone gets comfortable depending on you, they might stop appreciating what you give and start looking at what they can take. And this is what makes the situation so painful, because it's not like Greg was stealing money because he needed to steal money. Like he needed this financially speaking. Rage was already helping him. He was already providing for him from a shelter perspective, from a food perspective, from a job opportunity perspective. All those things were provided for him. He was just taking for the sake, and I ain't gonna lie.
Why would you do that? I mean, I know why. Like, bro, money just changes people. Especially if it's like right there and you're thinking like, bro, how would they know? Like, they're making all this money, like how would they know if I'm taking a little bit here, taking a little bit there? Like, dude, they're not gonna know. And it's not like it's hurting them. Even if it didn't hurt him, it's your homie. Like,
that's your homie, bro.
Probably ask for like, yo, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, and I know, like, I hate doing this, and you know, but bro, if I could just get this, and I could try to figure out how to pay you back, bro. This is so fucked, and that's
way better.
Super bad for bro. Bro, this is exactly why I just be like, it's so hard to trust people, bro. Especially when you're at the level you're at and you're in the situation you're in.
Yep.
You would think if for someone you knew for 25 years, they would not be one of them people.
At the end of the day, your rage is going to come back to streaming and make that money in a month, maybe 2 tops. He'll be able to replace whatever other financial things Greg took from him, and he won't even remember it, to be quite honest with you. Hell, he probably wasn't missing that money in the first place. I know that sounds crazy. It was $50,000, but still. But what he will miss is the person that he, looked to talk to about relationships, friendships, family stuff. He'll miss that brotherhood, that kinship that he
wants. Like you like when your like one of your peoples betray you, bro, on the biggest level like that, taking money or whatever. It's just like at the end of the day, bro. Like, what was it for? What am I really worth to you? Type shit, bro. And that goes from the thing is, like, we hurt everybody. Like, everybody has hurt somebody, bro, close to them. No matter how big or small the scale is, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, if you do get a second chance, why? Are you a person that makes up pretty good, like really good, and they see that you put forth effort to not try to make the same mistakes, or do they see that you have certain addictions or conflictions about yourself, and they know that your heart is truly pure at its core? You know what I mean? Like, it's layers upon layers to it, but $50,000, bro. Your rage probably spent more than $50,000 on Buddy alone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, bro. Moral of the story, like, just be genuine with whatever you gotta do. Just be genuine with whatever you gotta do, because like faking a friendship or switching your mind on someone who you've been in the sandbox with, or you call yourself day one and y'all best friends, like snaking somebody, using somebody for financial gain is crazy. Somebody close to you, that's crazy, bro. Anyway, that's the end of this one, man. Your rage, I think he papped him out. And the crazy thing is, your rage fighting this man or whatever, and then putting him on blast, kind of is still. I don't think he's fulfilled. I honestly don't think that your rage is honestly fulfilled, bro. You're gonna have to get with God, your rage, talk to the man upstairs, and you know what I mean, like, get that out your heart. Because I don't think that was enough. I don't think that was enough. And you might want to change your mind about never seeing him again. Because you might run into him, even if you choose not to be cool with him anymore, you might still run into him. And what I pray for is that you don't have, like, that hatred for him or malice for him, bro. But I get what had to be done was done. So, yeah.